Welcome back to Artists on Artists on Artists on Artists. This week on the show, we're getting better. We're taking care of ourselves. It's self-help. Wellness influencers are here to talk the craft.
Ever since the TV got put in our pockets and we can record stuff on it, I'm talking about phones. Ever since we got those, people have had the power to say whatever they want into them. And wellness influencers have taken this full throttle.
Wellness is a $50 billion industry, at least, I bet. And these people are making a lot of that money.
So get ready to get healthy and clear that gut. Let's listen in. Wow.
It's so fun to be here with you guys.
Wow, this is absolutely remarkable, absolutely amazing.
Can we take a collective breath maybe real quick?
Can we? Yes, I would love to take a collective breath. That is a fantastic idea.
Wow. I absolutely love that. Let's do that.
And 1, 2, 3, in. And out.
Is that what it sounds like when you take a deep breath in?
Yeah. I actually worked on this with a breath shaman. It's in, out.
Wow. So I would actually love to see somebody else at the helm of doing the breath because that was so rapid for me.
What do you mean?
So rapid.
Yeah, I would say we
Can I try
probably,
one?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a 1, 2, 3 in. 1, 2, 3 out.
So that sounds like you have too much air.
Yeah,
That
so
felt-
that
yeah,
really
that
so
felt-
wow,
Really?
amazingly releaseful.
Oh, no
Yeah,
worries.
I'll go for it because I
Go
usually
ahead.
breathe in with my nose. 1, 2, 3. And out through the mouth.
I really liked that.
That was amazing. How long
okay.
did it take you to learn how to say out through the mouth while you had air in your lungs?
Oh, it pretty quick.
I can tell you're a freaking pro.
I believe the only people that can actually take
Wow.
deep breaths are people who have had children.
Wow.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Huge.
That-
Huge claim.
And I love
Huge
that.
claim.
And we're already starting on our fun ideas.
I can't wait to get to our
about how the
philosophy.
well, I would like to now lead you all into a breath. And here we go. 1, 2,
Oh my God.
3. In and breathe in that sweet, sweet chakra air. And hold it.
Did you say chocolate air?
Chocolate air. The air should remind you and taste like chocolate. There's a certain chocolate energy out there. And hold.
It was like he
And
took the
hol-
word
and
chakra
hold,
and chocolate and
And
combined
hold. And now we're going to breathe in again. And in.
Oh my God.
And now
I can't
breathe
do more.
out.
I
Wow.
can't do more.
Absolutely unbelievable.
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 You guys breathe so much slower than I have ever even tried
That
to.
was honestly one of the fastest breaths I've ever taken.
Really?
Yeah. It's amazing how people can lead different paths and lead different energies. And I think that that's only something mothers can understand is that light understanding of energy.
Wait, so that's what I said.
So mothers and people that are plugged into the ether, I will say.
Oh, okay. I felt like that was some of my original content that you kind of just took.
I'm pretty sure I came up with that. And I'm pretty sure I came up with it right now. Why don't we go around and say our names and introduce what we do?
Sure. I'm
who would like to start?
I'm happy to start.
Do you want a jacket or anything?
Not at all. No.
Are you relaxed?
Yeah. My name is Cody Bear. CODY-AK/BARE. I am a wellness influencer. I'm a huge advocate of cold plunge, and I love cold plunge. And
Did you take one today?
I took one just now, yeah, and it's been so nice. It's
How did
been
you
so nice
get
to see
one
you guys.
backstage?
So I am originating the business of the mobile cold plunge, and I am selling it right now. And you can
was
get the
wondering why-
Kodiak Bear cold plunge on the go.
I was
So is it
wondering
like
why
porta potty shaped or
It's
like
like
what is
Go-Gurt.
the,
It's like Go-Gurt.
Wait.
Okay. And explain that a little
Can't
bit
wait
more.
to find out what that means.
So it's like Go-Gurt because it's cold plunge in your pocket. So it's a really, 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 really cold water that you can carry with you, and the plunge comes from above. So you just get to kind of pour it on yourself.
I hate to just like spout out more wisdom right at you.
Sure.
But it feels as if like I know that the act of cold plunging is taking deep breaths and being really grounded, and
Yes.
it feels as if you aren't breathing almost at all.
No, I'm breathing. I'm breathing in my own special way.
Okay.
Underwater breathing is different because
Okay.
underwater it's almost like underwater breathing is it's kind of like you're somebody wearing red in a party where someone's wearing only white. It's kind
Took
of
a while to get there.
yeah.
That didn't really mean anything to me.
Sorry. No, do you guys get that?
Boy,
Sorry.
that had peaks and valleys. Didn't it?
Sorry, I'm just coming down, so it's like
Okay.
it's just been a lot.
I was
Okay,
wondering
great,
why
yeah.
the green room was so sopping wet
Yes,
and a little
yes.
chilly, and
I'm
now
so
Yeah.
wet.
and now I see you.
Well, it's
and
just
I
important.
understand you.
Cold plunges mean clarity, right? Cold plunges mean you can figure things out. Cold plunges, you have a moment where I call it a brain scream, where you get in the water and you realize, oh, I should have worked harder on that test in 4th grade. You get this thought you haven't thought in
Have
a
you
long
had
time.
any like profound brain screams recently? That
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
happy to talk about them. I had a brain scream recently that was just like, oh, lizards and birds would get along if they spoke the same language. Like, that's the kind of stuff.
Oh, that's kind of like random sauce. That you came up with that in the cold plunge.
No, I actually think it's brilliant. I don't think it's random. I think it's brilliant.
Oh, sorry, man. I just thought random sauce is a compliment.
No, okay. Where I'm from, random sauce is a cuss word.
Oh, I'm from Arizona, and random sauce is like a huge
Oh
compliment.
my God, Arizona! Tell us more.
Well, sure. yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
you're
man.
from Arizona?
Yeah, I'm from Arizona, and thank you so much. I'm from Arizona. My name is Chuck Ribs. I'm a high performance alpha male, and I originated the Nestle Toll House raw cookie diet. So I eat raw Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies that come in the fridge, and since then, I've gotten sort of fucking huge and absolutely massive, and I am
Size-wise, too, you're built.
Yeah,
You're buff.
yeah.
I think that's what they were saying.
Oh, I
right?
thought you meant
So it's kind of like a double.
success-wise. Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually, dude, that's like a double entendre. It's absolutely that. So I'm
Double entendre.
it's like a double entendre. I'm huge. I'm huge on the internet, and I'm huge like physically. I'm jacked.
You're taking up most of that chair. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty
You're
insane.
one of those guys that's so big it looks like your traps are actual shoulders of a man stuck inside of a giant man.
Yeah. And I like it's tough for me to kind of like go down the street and like move in this way because people keep asking me to hold them to do push-ups on.
That's
because I'm so visibly strong and so obviously
And-
that way.
And it's completely natural.
It's completely all Toll House chocolate chip cookies. All morning, noon, and night. I wake up at 3 a.m. I mean, we can get into our daily routines later. I'm sure we'll talk about that for
I-
about 40 hours.
I'd love to vlog each hour together.
I would
love to. I would love to.
break
But I'm
that
so excited to
down.
be here with you guys. I dropped out of electrical engineering school, and
Chuck.
yeah. So, but I
sorry.
found something so much more awesome and so much more random sauce than that. So, it's been amazing, and I
Amazing.
can't wait to get into it.
That's unbelievable. That is
Unbelievable.
so exciting for you, and I'm so proud of you. I know we don't know each other very well, but I just feel like there's something about you.
Arizona, what a feat.
I
you
know it's just amazing.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, I also have like 3 million followers. I don't think being from Arizona is like my top thing.
So amazing that you're from Arizona.
But I think I have I've like been on TV and stuff. I think I've just done more than
you're
Oh my-
from Arizona.
Tell us more about that.
Can
No,
I
you.
just to change the subject really quick because I want to talk about you guys. I know you guys. I found out in the green room that you guys aren't the same person.
No.
I thought you guys were the same account.
No, yes, we get this a lot. That we look and feel and sound very, very, very similar, but we
Yeah.
actually have never met until this one moment here.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting in our industry. We all make our own stuff, and nothing is like another. I would never say that Billy Joel sounds like Phil Collins. They're both
I would.
just-
I actually would a lot. The drums are the similar.
don't-
They use synth
See,
in the
for
same way.
me, I would never say those two sound similar. They feel so diametrically opposed.
yeah.
What do you mean? Like I would say Benson Boone and Imagine Dragons sound very similar.
And see, I don't even hear what you're even considering there because Benson Boone is wholly individual, a collection of cells and a collection of energy, while
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons is another collection of cells and energy.
That
Can't
sounds
you
like
sort of hear these beautiful things that I've done. Sail, like it's sort of that.
And so Sail is
Wow,
AWOL
Chuck Ribs
Nation.
just-
and it's
So-
not
Sail is
okay.
AWOL
I'm
Nation.
so sorry, I always get AWOL Nation and
Chuck-
Imagine Dragons.
You know, Chuck
know-
Ribs just turned into girl talk over there for a second. Did some mashups.
Look, I'm sorry, I'm
Girl
a high
talk from
performance
the,
alpha male,
the
but
mid
I
2000s that would do the
I
mashup.
contain multitudes.
No, but we are different
guys-
accounts, different people. And please tell me what you do.
Oh, so everybody, I'm Suguru Johnson, Sir Guru Johnson.
Oh, you were knighted.
I was knighted by myself. Yes,
Sir Guru.
Sir
Guru.
Guru Johnson.
And Guru isn't your name either.
So it's such an
Is
interesting
Guru
story.
your first name?
So what happened was I went to Electric Daisy Carnival one year and
Oh, no
got
way.
a bunch
Wow.
of mushrooms, and I had an ego death. My original name is Ralphie, and I saw this sign. Somebody was holding up, "Ralphie is dead," and I thought, I'm dead. It's now time to step into.
Why were they holding up that sign?
So it turns out one
Will
of the
you just let him
Yeah.
get through it?
I'm so sorry.
Will you just
One
let
of
him
the
I'm so
get
sorry.
through
If someone were holding a sign that said Chuck Ribs is dead, I would like want to know.
an absolute ego death. Now I learned that Dead Mouse was playing, and one of his hit songs is "Ralphie is Dead," but in that
Oh.
moment, I completely died. I saw my life
Simple
flash before me.
misunderstanding.
I said a prayer. I had a funeral. I had an obituary, and I became Sir Guru. And that's the beauty of a world like this, is that we think life is here and here. But what I've learned is life is actually a little bit more like this. Here, 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 and here. And death is actually a little bit more like this. Here, 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 here.
No, I'm so
Wait,
sorry.
sir,
When you
sir-
said life is like here and here, do you mean like shooting a phone? Like, is this what you're?
That's exactly what I meant. Like, life is captured by the phone. And what I learned is actually life is a little bit more webby.
Can I ask you, showed us life and death. Can you show us what marriage looks like?
So marriage for me is like this.
For the
People-
audio listener,
People
he has
think
two
marriage
hands,
is like
two
this,
fingers touching.
locking, but actually marriage is a little bit more like this. And that for
Two
me,
fingers
this is the symbiotic bond of personhood.
What's lunch look like to you?
So lunch is like this. That's what people think lunch
Should we be
is.
calling you Sir Guru or what's
Johnston.
Sir
So I would
Guru?
like Sir Guru Johnston, actually.
Okay.
Full.
Sir Guru
I have
Johnson.
some more. I have some more questions
And
on what
I'm
things look
sure-
like, but I'll get back to
I
you.
also have a billion
No,
questions.
And me-
let's do
Okay,
more.
boat,
So
just
I've got
boats. What
so
do
many
boats?
things to
What,
talk
what is? Just, can
Okay,
we
so
just do
people
boats?
think
Just
boats
boat.
look like whoa, 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 whoa. But actually what boats actually are up and down, and they go "Woo."
What
That's
about
awesome. Can
betrayal?
you do dentist, please?
So again, and I've got millions of other things to talk about. But so dentists, for me, I think people think dentist is oh yeah, open up. Oh, you should be flossing more. But what dentist actually is good teeth.
Okay, can you do betrayal?
I'm so
Please,
betrayal.
betrayal.
So again, I really want to move on, but betrayal. See, people think betrayal is this. But what betrayal is actually is, thank you. Because betrayal is a teacher. Betrayal is a teacher.
Wait,
It's karmic.
if
It
betrayal
teaches-
is thank you, what's music?
okay, this is the last.
What's
one.
music, please?
So music, people think music. What people think. What people think.
This is the important part. I do need to know what people think about it.
I was
first.
curious about music.
Otherwise, I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't
Yeah.
make
So
any sense.
what people think and what people get from music is, but what music actually is plug in.
And so, what's your
Wow.
what's your product?
What about
So-
corn dog?
No, I don't want to know your product.
So corn dog, and this is the last one, and I swear to God, this is the last.
What do people think corn dog
So, so people think.
What do people think? What
Should
are
we
we,
all go around and
what
say
are
what
we
we think
wrong
corn dog
about?
is?
And I didn't plan for this to happen. I really didn't plan for this to happen. But people think corn dog is. Corn dog actually is. That's not right.
Okay, I do want onion rings, but save it for later only if we're good.
Yes. Okay,
And what's your
perfect.
product?
So my product is called Alpha Nu Web. It's a shot that you take in the morning that plugs you in for the rest of the day.
Okay. Is it caffeine, ginseng? What is it?
It's nothing. It's just mushrooms plus a little bit of ginger, and you change. It's amazing. I took it this morning, and it plugs you into another world, and it makes your brain activate unlike anything you've ever felt before. Now, I don't want to start a huge thing, but I don't like vaccines.
I
And so
had a
this is
feeling.
doing the work that vaccines would.
Okay.
You take this every morning, your brain turns on, and it's turning on the fuchperfamen. The fuchperfamen is a spiritual part of your brain that actually the chakra sends signals to the rest of your brain to fight any disease that would be fought with vaccines.
So who named that part of the brain? Because most of the brain is named in Latin.
So
the fuchperfamen sounds not
the
like Latin.
fuchperfamen was named by Dr. Richard Defan. He is a monk shaman.
Is he a friend of yours?
A monk
A
shaman.
Dr. Monk Shaman?
He's a monk
Oh,
shaman.
Doctor, but a shaman.
I do a
Right
lot of
this
work
way.
with. He lives on the Great Lakes. He's
Can't be a
amazing.
Dr. Monk Shaman.
He's,
He simply can't be a
so
doctor.
he is a doctor monk. He's a monk shaman. He
Doctor Monk Shaman.
He is a monk shaman, and he is so plugged in. I gotta send you guys his blogs. They are.
please.
And he
Yeah.
uses a computer.
He-
He's a Dr. Monk Shaman
Well,
who has a blog.
So he doesn't use his computer, but his young wife does.
I
Okay.
remember that Disney Channel show, Doctor Monk Shaman with a blog.
But I've taken up so much time.
Dr. Monk Shaman with the blog.
Blog.
I love that show.
Zendaya's in it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And thank you for letting me take up the space right there.
Yeah, I don't think we had a choice. What's your name?
Yeah. So we share a lot of
We
similarities.
do. Well, our accounts are always linked, but I would say that they're not.
They're so
They're so
different once you
different.
get into the
They
actual.
really are.
Yeah.
I'm Siri Guru Johnston.
Oh.
Siri Guru Johnston.
Siri
Siri
Guru Johnston.
Guru Johnson. So a lot of
okay.
people think our accounts are the same, but
Yeah.
you're Sir
Guru Johnson,
and I'm Siri
Siri
Guru
Guru
Johnston.
Johnston.
And any
It's
connection
important.
to Siri at all, or is that just
no,
like
not at all. That's
okay?
just my God-given name.
And you can hear her that it's tonal.
Yeah.
It's tonal.
Well, and you guys I think you have the same extensions. So I think that's what's similar to me. Do you guys know
that's
that?
funny. These are natural.
And mine are natural too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Are they?
You guys have
I see
natural.
the clip.
Nope.
I see
they're
all the
act-
clips.
no.
They are different colors than your regular hair, so I
Nope,
just
absolutely
the clips
natural.
are
I've never touched them.
I've so you these are natural clip-ons.
They're natural. They're absolutely natural.
Okay. Yeah. But okay, sorry. Yeah, so I'm Siri for sure. It's so funny. I don't know about you guys. I wasn't originally like out to be a wellness influencer. I just cook for my kids. I just cook, and I think we should be able to make snacks for our kids that aren't processed,
Yeah.
that aren't
Gosh,
really
thank
covered
you.
in chemicals.
Oh, I love people like you that talk like that. Yeah.
And I just feel like
I love that.
we should have Cheez-Its that aren't covered in stuff.
Gosh.
Oh
I
God,
just,
I
it
love
makes me-
love being around it.
It makes me feel disgusted.
Yes.
It makes me feel like I'm being shamed.
Yes, like the judgment is just like so palpable. It's like
Yeah.
awesome, but you're smiling, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, she's not leaving her yard, but she's throwing flames in your direction.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny that I just filmed myself making sour straws that didn't have a lot of bad stuff in them.
Yeah, she talks about herself that makes me feel bad about myself.
Yeah, and I know it has nothing to do with me. I don't have any kids. Like it really does not concern me, but it's really, really hurting a lot.
And I think it just blew up from there. Like all I do is what my life and my kids, we do things a little differently. And for some reason that blew up and is called wellness. Like sometimes I don't have my kids watch a lot of TV.
Well, you know what you do have, and what you make them do is you make them eat chalk, and I think that's so interesting. And why do you do
Homemade chalk.
that? Homemade
Yes,
chalk.
yes,
you make your
I-
own chalk at home. Yeah.
It's flour and electrolytes. And you
That's
roll them up.
amazing.
And you roll it up. And you roll it up. You put it in the fridge, take it out of the fridge, put it on your stove, put it back in the fridge, take it out of the fridge, put it back in the fridge,
It's that easy.
roll it up.
And can we
It's a
also talk
temperature
about
thing.
one of my
I know that.
one of my favorite things is your kitchen is so unique. It feels so old, but also everything in that kitchen is worth what, $10,000 minimum
feel
every
like there's not really a big difference between an actual just flame and a stove.
Yeah, you use the actual
haven't-
stove that Sylvia Plath killed herself in.
And I just I It was an oven.
Wait, can we
Well,
play
it had a stove on top.
I love that video where you introduce the stove before you make some muddy buddies. Can we play that?
Yeah, the oven too.
So all we're gonna do is take these Muddy Buddies, and you're just gonna roll them up really nice, put it on the cookie sheet, and then stick it in this. Sylvia Plath died in this oven. This oven is dated back to the early 16th century, and it just cooks my kids' snacks without any toxins. Swipe up.
It's just so crazy because it's the gas killed her, you know. So
Well,
it's like
she was a human, and those are Nutty Buddies.
great, right.
Yeah, but anyway, it's so funny that our accounts are always linked, and it's finally we get to
we
finally see
get
each other.
to disperse the ethereal tie that our accounts have together to start a new web somewhere else. And it's actually really exciting to be at that place.
So I'd love to talk about wellness influencers and misconceptions, because I think a lot of us deal with, there's a certain way that wellness influencers are perceived. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Like, what do you hate,
Well, I mean, for example, and I'm not shaming anybody, but I think there's this perception that we're all anti-vax. I myself am very pro-vax, and I take the penicillin shot 5 times a day. So I'm taking a lot of vaccines.
I'm so glad you said that, because you stand for one of the influencers that is anti-vax, right? And you have your I make my own Pfizer. I make it with a little.
You
bit
make
of
your own
electrolyte,
Pfizer.
a little
Make your own
electrolyte.
vaccine.
your own Pfizer, your own corporation?
Whoops! What is this?
No, you're right.
Yes, the
Did you
Pfizer
make
vaccine.
a Moderna too, or just?
So I couldn't crack that one.
Oh, so
I
with
tried to
the
do Moderna.
MNRA is
Yeah.
different.
But I just want to join you in that I am pro-vax. I'm just not pro-vax that they're making, right?
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm LaxVax, which is anything that lacrosse people use, their vaccinations on their physicals and stuff like that. That's what I get. And you know what's interesting about
What's
the
it
cold
called
plunge?
again?
LaxVax. So when you jump in the water, what I have talked about in cold plunges, things leave. Everyone's trying to go. It's an everything must go. It's a fire sale because your body is like, I want.
so are
out
you
of
like
this.
barfing or what?
And I'm serious, and I have a video of this. I've thrown up RSV out of my body.
I think we have the video.
Yeah, we do.
You've been in for 2 seconds, honey. Hold on.
I think I like this little life.
I love the song choice of that.
Thank you so
video.
much.
I
like
love it at
too.
the end.
I think it's fun.
I actually have
my wife was in there too. If you guys heard my wife, she's
Yeah.
so
Oh, that's awesome.
wonderful, and she's my guiding light. I love her so much. She's so little, and I can just hold her all
That's
the time.
And I don't want to, go off on a huge tangent because I would literally fight to the death about how you guys use vaccines, but I'd actually like to talk about.
Save the listener from that, you know?
So
Yeah, we won't. We don't,
and just
look, we don't have to bury the hatchet, man. We can talk after.
We can talk after, and also you won, right? Like RFK Jr.'s
Yeah,
in,
you
so,
actually
like,
won.
You won, so we don't.
So
you don't need to worry about
they're
it.
not even going to work anymore, actually, because we're not going to take. So
It's
you
all
won.
good.
So congrats, man.
Like-
Congrats on the big win.
And we could just leave it at that.
if you think RFK answers everything I'm asking for, you're dead wrong.
Have you
Why
met
don't we
him?
all go around? Why don't we all go
You're
around?
dead wrong.
What are we asking?
Why don't we all go around?
What are your demands to RFK Jr.?
You're dead wrong. I don't want to get into it, but I'm asking for a lot more.
Okay, I do want to hear what everyone is asking RFK Jr. for.
Because we all have a direct line, right? Because once you get 1 million followers and you're a
Yeah.
wellness
You have a direct
influencer,
line.
he DMs you.
He does.
The first one is always accidental.
Yeah.
Like out of his pocket.
And
Yeah.
thank you for telling me to check my hidden requests.
I said, check your hidden request.
And I
RFK
was like,
Jr.
how-
is in there.
yes,
and
and
it does look like a scam.
It
He
does.
goes.
Really,
He goes.
really
All
does.
right, you're on.
It's like RFK Jr. and
You're on
Cameo.
with RFK.
Cameo and RFK Jr. Both
Cameo
come
and
at the same time, right when you make it big.
Absolutely.
No
You're
longer.
on.
Yeah.
I think we should. I was going to ask if we want to ask what we ask RFK Jr. or I was going to ask what everyone's I like this little life TikTok is.
Because
'Cause
we've
yours
all
is
made
great.
it.
Oh, yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah, our sound template that we like to use over and over and over again to sell the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck, what about
Yeah.
you?
Okay. Well, I can just play mine, and then I'm sure the song will just play when it's in it.
Great. What's this video?
Usually how it goes.
I mean every video of mine is just sort of like an authentic slice of my own personal life, so I think you'll get it from like when it's happening.
Okay, let's see it.
High performance alpha males, listen up. Wake up at 3:45 a.m. Put cookies in the oven. run back and forth 10 times.
Friend, where have you been? Nobody
Remove cookie
knows
from the
me
oven.
Like you do.
Remove cookie from the oven. Eat raw. You never turn on the oven. High performance alpha males do not need to turn on the oven. High performance alpha males go to bed again.
Wow, that was so good.
Thanks so much. It's sort of just like an authentic slice of like my
And
life and like
you,
what's
you
going on.
literally, that's all you do to get fit? Like, that's your...
You cook it
Yeah,
up?
I put it in the oven. I do
and
a
you're-
fake out. I
you're
don't turn
not-
the oven on.
You're not juicing, right? You're not juicing.
Oh, no way, dude. Absolutely not.
Chuck, I don't want to argue like we said. Like I don't want to argue, but like, what if I told you that Nestle's toll house isn't really a toll house, but a factory?
I'm sorry. Look, you can kind of say whatever you want about your personal domain, but if you talk shit about Nestle Toll House cookies, I think I'm actually gonna freak
No,
out.
there's no way you don't know. I mean, they come in plastic tubs.
Like,
No, so
there's
they're
no
all
Toll
natural.
House.
They're filled with electrolytes and natural muscle building proteins.
Nothing is filled with
kerosene.
electrolytes unless you add them.
Kerosene.
It's filled with kerosene to make your skin glow. It has every ingredient needed for a male to perform at his best. Retinol as well. It's the most natural source of every item on the food pyramid that you're gonna find. And if you come for it, I will freak out.
Got it.
Okay, got it.
What sound do you use, Sir Guru Johnston?
Yeah, well, maybe I'll just play one of my clips, and you'll get to see it firsthand.
Great.
Okay, here it is. Here is a clip about me doing a little telepathy exercise with my viewers. Namaste, and as we always say, howdy, hello, hola, ho. I'm thinking of an animal. Now, take a deep breath in, and you will believe, if you look deep into my eyes, you'll have the animal too.
Glinda. Elphaba. Glinda. Elphaba.
I'm a witch,
And I'm a witch.
Which is which?
Oh, great. That's a great quote.
That was a
I
really
love
good
that
Wait,
song
let it
choice.
finish.
Okay. I am going to school.
Rhino. So that was an amazing video,
Oh.
and you actually would not believe how many people were thinking rhino. And that is the amazing thing about telepathy via phones, is you can actually plug something into yourself.
Sure.
And you can actually, people always say it's just because you have so many views that, a portion of them are going to naturally think rhino. But actually what's happening is we are interconnecting through an interscope that the world is putting us together.
And did you just pick Wicked because it was trending?
I accidentally added that sound. So
Oh, okay.
a lot of my TikToks, I can't figure out how to get rid of this sound.
Okay.
An automatic popular one will come up. So,
God.
Well, what's yours, Siri Guru Johnston?
and we're so different. It's just crazy.
No,
how
we
different.
really are. I'll play one. This is one of my big ones. That's just me making snacks for my kids. My little 7-year-old had a hunkering for pretzel sticks, so I made some organic pretzel out of focaccia bread.
Oh, it's so fast
Here I am
forward.
pulling
This
out
fast
the-
forward is so fast.
Here I am pulling out the focaccia bread
This
and
is a
rolling it
10-minute
into
All
videos.
day, every day,
Rolling it
therapist,
into-
mother maid,
rolling it into pretzels. While I was there, I made some organic
Oh, so you
Cheez-Its as
never
well.
lift a finger.
That was it.
I've never heard that sound before.
Heard that sound either.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so that
I've
sound I had no
never-
clue
Okay.
what that
never-
was.
Are you kidding me?
And I told,
Okay, I feel like I'm living in an alternate universe because that's on everything I watch.
Can you just sing it again?
All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, fifth, then a virgin, fifth, then a virgin, always a finger.
Never lift a finger.
Never once have
Never
I
heard that
ever
before.
heard that. That is unbelievable.
Then I hate to out you guys as not feminists because that
Oh.
is sort of like a feminist anthem. I watch a lot of women.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
This is so interesting, actually. Like, what are you guys watching? Like, what's coming up on your... Maybe we just do a day-to-day and talk
Let's
about our
do
day.
it.
And I also, if you watch videos in that day, because we're all content creators, I mean, I don't know how much you guys are spending on the app, but me, very little to almost none. Very little to almost none.
Hi. If you like this podcast, we also have a live show that we did a couple months ago at the beautiful Dynasty Typewriter that you can rent on dynasty.tv. And when you rent that show, you'll get a discount on our Patreon. Details below. We'll see you there.
You're not on
Let's
it
just
at
go
all?
through our days. Like,
Yeah,
let's
that'd
start.
be
What time does
great.
everybody wake up? What do you first do?
Well, 6 a.m. cold plunge. And then I get out and I dry off, and then I jump back in because I missed anything, and then I come back out, and then I kind of get to work. I work at Alcon. I make contact lens solution cleaner, and I it's a cleaner for the solution, so you can reuse the solution. So I'm over there. I live in Dallas, so then I come back.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Where are you getting your ice?
My ice, I locally source it. From this place called Chubby's To Go. It's a drive-through.
ice dealer?
It's a drive-through Dallas liquor store. Ice, it is important, purity, but water is cleansing at the end of the day. So the bad stuff goes away, and so it doesn't matter where the ice comes from. It just matters that it comes into you. And that's what I always say. It doesn't matter where you come from as long as you come into me.
Have you ever been scouted for that TV show, My Strange Addiction?
No, because I'm an influencer. I'm a wellness influencer.
Right.
I'm a professional.
Right.
No,
it's just the pattern of the frequency of the cold plunges is kind of indicating sort of like an addiction to like an interesting thing that I think would be awesome to see on that show.
It's not an addiction. It's a professional endeavor. You don't go to somebody who runs a Betty Boop museum and say, I want you on My Strange Addiction. That man is just a professional who runs a Betty Boop museum, and that's my father. So it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overstep.
Whoa, now we're getting into your family history. Feels a little.
I'm just saying, if other people in my family are allowed to be into things, I can be into things, okay? And growing up competing with Betty Boop is not as easy as you might imagine, by the way.
Can't imagine it's easy at all.
It's an impossible standard.
You're so layered.
It's an impossible standard. She's not even a real woman, yet she has a cookie jar. I don't want to keep talking.
Yet she has a cookie jar. So that was an awesome
What time
breakdown
do you
of
wake
your
up,
day.
sir?
That was awesome.
Well, we're all starting with our
Great.
mornings. So what about
So
you?
let's just talk about the morning. That is wonderful. I am up before the dawn. I slowly rise, wearing my kimono, fully nude.
Oh, so which is it?
So are you fully nude under the kimono?
So I'm wearing my kimono fully nude. And
So are you currently
So
wearing
which
your
one?
clothes fully nude?
so
Is that how you describe wearing clothes?
I would say yes. I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing pants and a sweater and underwear fully nude. So I wear my kimono fully nude, and for the first 2 hours, I'm just presenting. So presenting for me is a way to let the sun and the light in, and what you want to do is present every part of your body to the chakra, to as I like to call it, Chunu. Chunu is a spirit god that a lot of people are not seeing. But if you let Chunu in by presenting 2 hours in the morning, Chunu can actually raise your testosterone. He can raise your ability to think and raise your ability to plug into what's actually going on. So after presenting, every part of me, my anus, my penis.
I'm sorry. Did you say your penis?
My penis, my anus, to Chunu. I stand out on my balcony, and I have this beautiful, beautiful view over the Silver Lake Reservoir.
Oh, you live in Silver Lake.
Oh,
I'm in Silver Lake.
easy.
Los Angeles.
I present, and you just really got to thrust these
So in
things
front of the
forward.
reservoir, you present your your anus. And
Your penis
To the god Chunu.
to the god Chunu. And after that, that's my first 2 hours. That is from 4:30 to 6:30, and I won't bore you with the rest. But let's just say it's taking a little bit of my alpha new web brain, and also what I try to do is faux journal. I don't know. Have you guys heard of faux journaling?
Yeah, it's reading. It's called reading.
Yeah, so we don't like to use that word anymore.
Okay.
But what we're doing is rather than journaling and writing our thoughts down, we're journaling by taking thoughts in.
What's your favorite faux journal to read?
So I'm not reading.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm writing what's already written in my brain.
So what, like Phantom
So
Toll
what-
Booth or like what?
What is it? Why Men Love Bitches? What are you reading?
There's a lot of Chuck Palahniuk.
How to agent your agent? What are you reading?
An actor prepares. What are you reading?
It's a
Children
lot.
of emotionally immature adults. What are you reading?
I would
What are you
never read
reading?
that.
I'm glad my mom is dead. Jeanette McCurdy. What are you reading?
What are you reading? Joel Osteen's Kindness?
Have you heard of Pema Chodron's When Things Fall Apart?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
So I am
you
writing
are
that.
claiming
You're
to
writing
write
I'm
You're
writing
writing
that.
this thing.
Wow,
So
that's
I'm
like,
writing that. I'm writing that.
and that's so interesting that that's your story.
Writing when things fall apart.
I'm faux journaling that out right now.
Journaling that?
Yeah. So that's takes me to feed time, and feed time is well, we'll talk about feed in a
Yeah,
minute.
sounds like an elegant term for your day, by the way. Feed time is what we call feeding pigs in Texas.
Well, that's so funny that you call it that, because feed time is so specifically important to my schedule. But I'm taking up too much space. I feel I want to hear, before we get into feed time, because I'm sure we all have a very interesting take on what we eat. What is your morning like?
Yeah.
Wow, I feel so basic compared to you guys. I feel like you all are so like I don't get in a tub of ice. I don't sacrifice anything. Like I just wake up and feed my kids.
Oh, God.
Oh
There it
my
comes
God,
again. There it
she
comes
hates
again.
me. I literally like I thought we were making headway, and she hates me.
I just take care of my babies.
Oh my God.
And I don't. And I feel like shit
yeah,
for that.
exactly.
What time are you up in the morning?
Usually around 5:30. And I get out there and I start immediately making my own milk, which is it's just electrolytes. It's just more electrolytes and water.
So it's not milk at all?
No, it's non-dairy. I want my kids to grow up in a world where dairy is optional.
And what do your kids do? I mean, what are their ages?
Are they
what up
homeschooled?
to?
Yeah, they're both homeschooled. Dylan is 4 and Bobette is 10.
Oh, that's the
Are those
older.
religious names?
My husband named Dylan and I named Bobette.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and they're both great. They're both
You stay at home,
yes.
and
yes,
you're teaching them a lot. and-
Their toys are things of the earth, right? So they get to play with dirt. They get to play with water. They get to play with ice.
Love it.
Yes. We just recently started making our own glue.
Okay. And what goes into that?
A little bit of electrolytes.
Oh God damn it.
So a lot of salt. I'm getting a lot of
Yeah.
So
salt.
a little bit of electrolytes with just a drop of plastic.
And, really quick, can I,
That's how you make glue.
can, I,
And where do you keep your liquid plastic?
In a jar.
can I ask you what your husband does?
He's a data analyst.
Oh,
For what?
Big pharma.
okay.
Oh God.
Interesting. I wonder. I'd love to see that.
Kind of a
now.
conflict of interest.
See, that's what I'm saying is I don't know why I was picked for this panel because I'm not that interesting. I just take care of my kids.
I can imagine he comes home after seeing some pretty insane numbers sometimes. Some depressing numbers.
And
some
then
weird numbers.
Bobette
The
holds
analysts
him.
are usually the people that are kicking the people off the plans. So
Yeah.
and seeing how they can get people addicted is so interesting.
That's what you think.
Yeah, well,
So
Yeah, yeah.
interesting.
My husband, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about your day?
You live on that
Cookie Man.
giant plot of land, right?
Yeah, I live on a giant plot of land that I sculpted myself out of the earth. It's called manscaping, and
Wow.
Oh,
it
I've never heard
is
it.
where it's this awesome. You would love it. You sort of take a property and you manscape it to your liking, so that you are building a home fit for a high performance alpha male.
I heard you actually claimed the land now. Like if you're like geotagging it or something, it's called the man cave.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Man Cave on Google Maps. So if you're on Google Maps in Sedona, Arizona, you will be able to find the Man Cave
That's
if you just
awesome.
look up the Man Cave.
That's-
But don't come to my house. It's fortified. I have guards.
It's so funny because that's not an accomplishment, right? Getting onto Google Maps. Go ahead.
No, you have to. They vet it.
They don't
can,
vet it.
They
You
can
just
kick
kinda-
you off if you violate the terms of service. So
Yeah,
I
if you
think
put a
could-
bad word in there.
Yeah, and that's something to be. Not everyone graduates from high school, okay? I think it's something to be proud of that you made it out okay.
Okay.
I
mean,
made it out of Google Maps' vetting service, and I think that's something to be proud of. Look, okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting heated. I've been taking a lot of penicillin, like so
Penicillin?
much penicillin. I've been taking a lot of penicillin. I've
Where
been
do you get your
taking.
penicillin?
I naturally source it from
good.
CVS, Walgreens.
Okay.
Basically up 3:45 batch of Nestle Toll House cookies. shot of penicillin in the arm. Then I do what's called sort of like a man focusing, which is where I optimize my body language for high performance. So it's doing things that you would like practice doing every day, like bending down to get your phone. But I make sure that the angles are optimized so that they're all acute, so that I look masculine when I pick it up, right? Because
so important.
Because if you slouch when you pick up your phone, that's a beta. But if you're on Toll House cookie diet, if you're optimizing, that's an alpha.
I can see the difference.
Are you I'm going to be inappropriate.
Yeah.
Are you one of those guys that doesn't believe in sex because it's like not like I don't know, like you don't do
you're
it?
retaining your seed.
Yeah. So
Me
I'm
too.
saving
Me
I'm
too.
saving my seed for something big.
Me too, and I just can't find it anymore.
It's
My seed's gone.
You don't know where it went.
It won't come out.
Oh no.
I think it's frozen in there. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's smart to do.
Yeah,
I think it's important.
I'm saving it for something.
Save your power.
So it's gonna. I think that whatever I'm saving it for is gonna be huge.
When do you think you're gonna? When do you think that's gonna be?
Oh man, sometime. I mean, I've been like mapping out like sort of goals and visions, and I've just mapped out something big in my Google Calendar for 2050. Something
for your seed.
big. Something big is gonna happen with my seed.
Well, let's hope you can get out. Now, I
Yeah.
did have a question, and this might be a little controversial, but I know those articles came out that you are juicing, but and your response was no, it's just penicillin. Do you have anything to say to that?
Look, if something else gets into the penicillin, I have no knowledge of that. If someone outside of me with nefarious purposes is trying to juice me, I have no control over that. I have no control over if someone is putting human growth hormone in my penicillin.
Well, yeah, but also that article mentioned that on your payroll there's 45 nefarious people. That's their position.
So I just employ them, right?
And
but I
they're
can't
all
control
gym
what
bros.
they do.
But they're
No, as
employed
you-
to
as
be
you-
nefarious.
Right, so I employ them to be nefarious. I give them nefarious deeds to complete.
So you're hiring
But then they have free will to do them or not.
Well, that means you're asking them to do it, kind of.
So I'm asking them to I'm testing them. So I'm saying I will pay you $45,000 a year plus health care if you spike my penicillin with HGH. Your choice.
Wow.
And I always, at the end of every command, I say your choice. And
Wow.
I gotta say, it's really disappointing that they're choosing that. It's really disappointing. I'll give them other, tasks where it's like, go steal money from this place.
And I wanted to ask you something else real quick. Not to grill you, because I don't believe
No,
in,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
believe
yeah.
in grills, period. But what I will say is,
And we'll get into that.
Like,
So-
We'll
there's
get
nothing
into
wrong
that.
with just fire under
There's
a
something
rod.
evil.
exactly. I mean, well, what's going on that metal?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, why are we
100%.
having a barrier between that? And also, grills too hot. I can't. The hottest thing that I can touch is hummus. Listen, my question for you is, you talk a lot about optimizing your body for high performance, but I haven't heard you talk about lifting weights. I haven't heard you talk about running. I haven't heard you using your body in any way. So could you talk about how you use your body?
Well, I use my body to wake up, make videos, watch Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe.
I love him. I love him.
I love him.
The world needs postmen.
The world needs Mike Rowe. I use my body for all sorts of things. I use my body for being an alpha male is a full-time job, and I use it to, drive cars around. I use it to test drive Kias at the lot. I use it to, I don't know, man, what do you use your body for? I go to Home Depot. I see what they have. I go to the bars at night, and I test out different IPAs to see how different they are from each other. Being a man is a full-time job.
Ugh.
It's a full-time job.
So funny because you seem like someone who lifts weights to me, and
And there's just simply no way that that's true. If people are going to the gym and personally training me, that is a nefarious act that I have no control over.
How do you feel about raising men in today's society?
oh my gosh, it's really important because the differences with Bobette and Dylan are so different, right? Because to me, I'm like, wow, I think Dylan's already feeling the pressure that he has to be strong, and he doesn't.
What's Bobette going through?
Bobette
doesn't seem like you like her in the videos.
Yeah, it seemed like you loved the boy.
It seems like you really love the boy.
No, I think he's a hungry, hungry boy who eats a lot, and it makes mommy happy. But Bobette.
Oh my God.
That's sending chills down my spine, and I have to
Oh
tell you,
my
that's hard to
God.
do to me.
Oh my God.
That's hard to do to me.
Holy shit.
I'm chilled. I'm chilled.
Compliment.
Whoa.
No, yeah. What about you?
Well,
Do you have kids?
I have my old self, Ralphie, had children.
Do you have kids?
So Ralphie had children, and unfortunately, they had to hold a funeral for their dad.
Oh my God. Were you
Please
there?
tell me you didn't make them do
I
that.
was there. I was kind of helping facilitate the transition so they understood, and I haven't seen them since.
Surely
And
you could
it's a
just
beautiful
be
thing,
a better
you know?
version of you, but still be in their lives. No?
It's just you're not understanding what it is.
Maybe I'm just a simple girl who just wants to feed her kids.
Yeah, there's just a disconnection between Ralphie and Sue Guru Johnston, and it's something that I was working with this cryptotherapist.
Cryptotherapist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those
So-
are great.
So that could be a million things to me. It could be a therapist that you pay in crypto. It
Yes.
could be a therapist for
Both.
cryptozoology characters
Mhm.
like Bigfoot and so and such.
Continue.
There's
There's 3 more definitions that
Okay.
she has.
therapist for dead people crypt.
Crypto.
It's on
Yeah.
her website. It's really hard to get through the website, but it's on all the information's on the website.
Okay, I should check it out.
And it was great. Her name is Rachel. Dr. Rachel the second, and she comes from a long line of post nuns.
Post.
It's nuns that left the church and found this new life. And what she helped me realize is that there is so many different little molecules of energy, and if you taste one, the other side is waiting. Does that make sense?
Can I ask you what those molecules are made of?
So molecules, to me, my understanding is a molecule is an energetic charge of kind of light blue chakra, and that's what makes up a molecule. If you swallow that kind of unlocks a lot of your gates in your body from the top. This is your fortis. This is your bink. So this and this right here is your, I think it's called the luxdorphin, and this right here is called the luxforphin. And so if you keep on going down, there's literally thousands of chakra things that you can unlock. Yeah. What were we talking about?
You had kids.
Right. So I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I was wondering if you guys, since we have this platform that's not, I mean, we all have platforms, but this is like a chance to reach a new audience.
And
If
I got
there
the
are any-
text. The YouTube is going to super boost this, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we'll probably, I hope it pushes out to the people who need it.
Yeah.
And the people who
We
want
can
it.
finally get to the eyes that are suffering out there.
Yeah.
It's also just important to just like do it on our own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like we could do this without even cameras being here.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if there were any products you guys wanted to promote, or if you have any affiliate links. I'm gonna plug my Nestle Toll House Super Boost cold press shots. These are like, imagine a ginger shot, except it's a Nestle Toll House raw cookie. 17,000 electrolytes, 14,000 grams of pure kerosene. It is flammable. Retinol, sulfates, and black charcoal.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And
I love black charcoal.
I will
Yeah.
say I tried, you were pushing the venison cookies, and I thought that was
Yeah.
so delicious.
Oh yeah, I've had
Yeah.
some of those.
They
Yeah,
don't
they-
have any
Yeah.
venison in it, but it tastes just like venison.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's for people who are newly, because we get a lot of converts on my diet from carnivore to Nestle Toll House cookies. So the people who are on the carnivore diet.
Hyperfixation with eating one thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we prefer to call it a diet, right? Right? A hyperfixation is kind of a
Right.
dirty word.
Yeah,
that
the
people like to
audacity,
throw
the audacity
around.
to suggest my strange addiction to me is crazy.
Look, man, it's all love. It's all love. But people come from the carnivore diet. They're meat crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And they sort of have meat madness. And so the only thing to wean them off is like pure raw cookie dough.
And can I just say, I love the cookie cutters that you've been selling too in different shapes that kind of fit your brand. You know, I love the barbell.
Yeah.
I love the shot, the penicillin shot.
Yeah, the barbell, the penicillin, the
Nefarious guy.
the nefarious
Yes, the nefarious
guy.
guy. The guy pointing at a woman.
Yeah.
I can't believe you got that in a cookie cutter.
It's so good.
And it's so clear that there's a woman outside
and
of
he's
the
just
Yeah.
pointing at her.
and you just know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I am, of course, promoting Cold Plunge on the Go. Feel free to get those wherever. They're at GNC and they're at Big Lots right now. And then we're going to expand to stores that kind of fit the middle ground between those two pretty soon. And then we're also, I'm doing this really interesting, cool thing with some friends. We're doing a What If We Wrote Weekend Update. So we're doing that every week and it's on YouTube. And it's been really fun. And then, of course,
Man, that's hilarious. I can't wait to see that.
and of course, go to alcon.com and check out Contact Solution. We have so much cool. We have this purifier that you can plug in now, and you can put your contacts in kind of like an assembly line. It takes them through and it cleans them and it drops them in a little well, and it's really good for your eyes.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that. What if we wrote Weekend Update?
It's so funny.
That sounds
It's so funny.
hilarious.
We've only been doing drafts right now. I think we're on draft 45 of this week's, but they're
my
going to be
God.
really
God,
good.
that's
Do you have a
awesome.
call-in host?
Colin Host.
Jost.
Call-in host.
No, we're all kind of doing it. It's about 15 of us sitting together on
Amazing.
a table.
Oh God, I bet that rocks. I bet it's so topical.
It honestly
topical.
sounds
God, I can't wait to see that.
hilarious.
'Cause
It's really tough.
What I like about it is it's homemade.
Yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
a hilarious.
It's organic. I mean, the biggest thing about Saturday Night Live for me is that it's not organic. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for us, it's like this is like homegrown, and
This
you
is
can
like
tell.
ethically sourced weekend
Yeah,
updates.
Did you know
Exactly.
that on Saturday Night Live, some of the stuff they're not doing on Saturday night.
Really,
Wait, what?
Sometimes they're doing it before.
you got to be careful with that stuff because you can be
That's so
taking in stuff
fake.
that isn't timely. And if you don't take something in that's timely, it can actually
go
make you
bad.
old. I know somebody that ate an old grape and it turned them old.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Anyway, I was sick of my kids, mainly Dylan, playing in my pool. So I was sick of it because I was just so scared of all the chemicals.
What's the temp
What'd you say?
of the pool? What's the temp?
Temp of the pool? I don't really know off the top of my head. It's kind of just water.
That's embarrassing. Oh my God, I need to change my career.
But I'm doing some homemade chlorine because I also don't want seawater in my pool.
So it kind of sounds like you're running a science lab, like a sort of like. Like you might be a
Homemade
chemist.
chlorine. That's
You're making a lot of chemicals at home.
that's a World War
Chuck
One.
ribs. If I'm just making things for my kids to play with that are sustainable, then call me a scientist. Then hand me a beaker because I just want my kids to play with stuff of the earth. Along with that, we're also making our own homemade Claritin for the kids.
That is so wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm starting to sell, because people in my comments wouldn't shut up about it, the Breathe Right strips that the
That's just
pharmacy
a
wants you to
total
buy.
side thing.
Yes, I am taking tortillas and I'm putting them in my Sylvia Plath oven, cutting them up and sticking them on my sweet Dylan's little nose, and he breathes right.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm so excited to share that Alpha New Web Brain just got a brand new flavor. That flavor is opal. We're so excited
What does
for.
opal taste like?
Is it like vanilla?
So opal tastes like. Well, people think opal tastes like.
Oh, here we go.
But really, what opal tastes like is,
Oh, so nutmeg. Nutmeg.
It's a
Okay, do Disneyland. Do Disneyland.
guys, and I swear I wouldn't do this, but
I think they said we only have 5 minutes left, so we should just do this.
and I would actually really like to push all the products I'm selling because I sell about 1 million different little things.
Sure.
Disneyland. People think Disneyland. People think Disneyland is,
Yeah, they do. I do.
I think it's that.
But what Disneyland actually is a lot of exploitation, huh?
Whoa.
Whoa. These usually don't talk that much.
What about intersectionality?
So intersectionality, well, a lot of people think intersectionality is, I guess we can. But what intersectionality actually is, there's a lot of chakra here. Let's work through it. let's work through it.
Let's work through it.
Oh,
There's
please
so
do the
much
movie
chakra.
Cats. What about Cats?
What's the movie Cats?
So the movie Cats,
Yeah.
the movie Cats,
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie
the
Cats.
movie Cats,
2019.
yes, people think is like Mr. McCoppers. But what actually Cats is for me, the movie Cats is, yeah, I got it.
Wow.
I got it.
Wow.
Before we go, I just wanted to see what everyone's going to leave RFK Jr. by their chimney this year.
Oh,
Amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. I have chopped him up some green asparagus that I'm just waiting to wilt until he arrives.
Great,
Amazing. Let me guess, Chuck. Toll House cookies?
I'm
Like
leaving
Santa?
some cookies. It's kind of it's easy because I could do the same thing for Santa that I do for RFK. I'm also leaving him a little lizard because he's obsessed with small animals.
Yes.
Yeah, God, what a great guy. Can't wait
love
to
him.
meet him.
It's where we all meet. RFK Jr.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
It's where each and every one of us meet. Directly, the middle point of all of us is RFK Jr.
Yeah.
What
That's
I'm leaving
amazing.
RFK is I sometimes make these animal crackers. You know those circus animal crackers for that are in a box that
Yeah.
are processed?
Yeah.
Sure,
I
yeah.
make homemade ones just because I can.
God, you're mad at me. You're so
I
mad
just,
at me.
I am doing that just because I can.
Can you stop
I'm-
being so mean?
I'd make it with a little bit of electrolytes and a little bit of homegrown Motrin. Mix that up. Put that on a baking sheet. Put that in my really old oven. And then take those out and just cut them up and put them out for RFK.
That's beautiful.
Can we end actually?
What are you putting out for RFK?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What do you-
I'm putting out myself. I'm going to ask him to choose me.
Okay,
Take
what were you
me
saying?
away.
So I was thinking we could just end with a little bit of him that I do at night.
Oh, this is great.
Great.
You
Yeah.
do our nighttime routines.
awesome.
Yes,
A nighttime
let's do
routine,
it.
just really quick. You guys can definitely jump in with your own stuff if you guys go to sleep differently. This is just kind of how I go to sleep.
Okay, let's
Um,
all go to sleep.
And are we ready? Okay, now close your eyes. And you can do this at home if you want. Close your eyes and take a deep 4 breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let out a big Om Shalalala Om. Om Shalalala. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Om Shala. Shala, you're not doing it. Shala, follow me.
Honey, are you home from Big Pharma? I made you some homemade ham.
Shalalala.
Yet no, I need the 48 pack of human growth hormone, not the 24.
Honey, please.
Om
And it's the kind for horses, right?
Bobette's such a bitch.
Cold.
I need the kind
I
for
hate
horses.
that I have a kid who's a bitch.
No, horses.
One day
Like
I'm
the
gonna put
horse.
ketamine in her food.
Horses. Like a barn.
Sorry, I don't have big ass jugs, Dad.
This has been Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist answering the question. Now that's why they call it Showbiz Jugs. Good night, Hollywood. At the beautiful Dynasty Typewriter.
Artist on Artist on Artist on Artist is an improvised Hollywood roundtable podcast created, performed, and produced by Kylie Brakeman, Jeremy Culhane, Angela Giarratana, and Patrick McDonald. Music is by Gabriel Ponton. The opinions expressed on this podcast do not reflect the opinions of anyone who works on it, not even the performers, because this is an improvised podcast and we're stupid. Full video versions of AOA are available on YouTube, so please like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, Hollywood!